I decided that I would do a little bit of a vlog today, and I actually wasn't planning on videotaping anything, and then I got back into my bed where I am right now. Sonoma is chewing a bone. He just had breakfast a little bit ago. It's a little bit after 9:30 a.m. and I thought I would look at YouTube on my phone just because it's easy, because my friend whose channel used to be Emily Botnick, but now it's Emily Grace with her middle name, because she's been uploading daily videos, and I was like, she usually updates or uploads them early, so I'm gonna see if hers is up. And it was. And then I started watching it, and honestly, I'm not even done. I'm like 4 minutes in. And I stopped to turn on my own camera because I thought that I would vlog a little bit of what goes on today. We have quite a bit of snow. The plow isn't here yet, which I'm just because we are going to a gymnastics meet, and it's actually at a real gym, meaning like where I train or where I coach. It's the actual facility where the gymnasts train. It's not being hosted in a gymnasium where they have to bring the equipment there and everything, which is usually actually really nice because you get often bleacher seating, so you can see over each other, and there's good space for Sonoma. But this is actually at a gym not too far away from us, and the meet has been postponed a little. It's still today, which is February 18th. I already played with Sonoma once downstairs in the basement. I know he's gonna want to play in the snow for sure, and I will be playing with him in the basement again. I had what flavor? Chocolate sea salt RX bar. I highly recommend those bars, RX bars, for people that want a bar that's healthier, that has protein in it. They each have like 12 grams of protein. It has natural sugars in it, and they taste really good and have a lot of varieties of flavors. One thing that I forgot to mention that wasn't too surprising to me, but was frustrating to me, and I wish it weren't this way, and maybe we'll be hopefully surprised, is that when my mom and I were talking about going to the meet today, there are different sessions in the meet. There's a couple different levels. There was one at 8 this morning, actually 9 because it was moved up. So there's like one going on right now while I'm talking, and all different meets, and we have to pick the one that we can get to. I mean, we wouldn't be able to get to a 9 o'clock meet. We're not plowed out. It takes me a while to get going in the morning because of my pain and stuff like that. And we wanted to go to the level 8 meet if it was possible, because all the level 8 meets have been like early, so we haven't been able to get there. But what was interesting is when my mom was talking about the meet, she was saying how since the facility is an actual gym, they're in their workout space. Like, one gymnastics team works out there all the time, and we have 1 or 2 meets at our gym too, so I know how difficult this is when you have equipment everywhere. That doesn't mean you have seating everywhere in the gym, because why would you? There's like waiting areas outside, of course, but they have to try to move chairs in, and like at our gym we have to move the trampoline up to get seating. So it's trickier than having it at an auditorium or at the Olympics, where there's tons of seating everywhere in a huge stadium. So it's not like that. And my mom was thinking, well, how would it be for Sonoma? She said it's a really tight, packed, and you don't know how many people are going to be there, because they're trying to fit all the chairs in for people. You're trying to get around equipment. The gymnasts need space. And I was thinking to myself, well, I'm not that worried about that, because since I'm coming in with an obvious service dog, he's wearing his vest, nobody can ignore the fact that there's a dog right there. It's not like, it's very noticeable, obviously. I was like, oh, well, you know, if there's a couple chairs over there, like, people will move over, or they'll give us 3 seats so Sonoma can lay in front of us and have room, and my mom and I can have, you know, like, the room across for him. And you would think that me coming in, I said, just like someone coming in with a wheelchair, where it's like, kind of, I don't know where to go, that people would notice and would just have the common sense and the respect to offer to move over, or that we would be able to get a good spot, because the fact that I'm bringing in this dog, which is very obvious. And my mom was saying, which is true, that people aren't, and it's sad, like, accommodating as they used to be in the past. We went to one meet in a gym, and I was standing in the back, and actually remember, like, my back really hurting me, and I was behind everyone. All the chairs were in front of me, and they were all on, like, an even, like, they're not raised up, and people saw us, and nobody moved for us, or for me and my dog. And I was standing in the back, and then I was walking around with Sonoma and trying to see certain events and look over people, and not one person, like, was like, oh, here, would you like to sit here? Would you like us to move over? Oh, am I in your way? And then I thought, you're right, Mom, about that. And I would hope that today that would be a different story, and maybe people would be more generous, and noticing that I have a dog, that they would be a lot more considerate. But I'm not sure, because we were completely ignored at that meet. Like, no one distracted Sonoma, which was really nice, but it was kind of hard to distract him because we were literally completely in the back. We didn't even have a chair. So that is one thing that'll be interesting. Otherwise, I'm just gonna speak up for myself, be like, hey, come on, I have a service dog here, you know. And my mom was saying, like, people don't even move over or offer a chair to, like, an elderly person when there's a young person sitting there, or 3 kids, little kids, taking up chairs when they can sit on the floor, and move for someone with a cane. And I was like, I would do that automatically. I didn't think that was something really to be thought about, but apparently in this day and age it is. So we will see where Sonoma ends up, but that's just one thing that came to my mind that I thought I would speak about, is like the lack of respect and how people don't go out of their way, for the most part, to help other people in a situation that's crowded, or you can tell someone could use a seat or some extra room, and people just keep their own spot and don't think about other people.